everybody. This is Mubarak Farah from Ability Through Music. I want to welcome you to the very first episode of Key Tip Tuesdays, where each week I bring you a little tidbit of information on how to play the piano. Now, before we get started, I would like to mention that this series is brought to you by our good friends, the Ottawa Sound, in partnership with my music academy, Ability Through Music. We look forward to working with them in the coming weeks to bring you this fun, educational series. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So, let's say you've never played the piano before in your life. You know, you've been a little curious about it, but you just have no idea where to start. Well, if that sounds like you, then this Key Tip Tuesday is perfect for you. Because this week I'm going to show you how to locate the notes on the piano. Sounds simple, right? Well, believe me, it is. So, at first glance, you'll notice that the piano consists of a bunch of black and white keys, right? But let's focus our attention for a second just on the black keys, okay? If you look at the black keys, you'll notice that they're kind of grouped in a very interesting pattern, okay? The black keys are grouped in 2s and 3s, okay? All the way across the keyboard. So you have a group of 2 here, and then there's kind of a bit of a gap, and then you have a group of 3, a little gap, and you have a group of 2, and a little gap, group of 3, gap, and so on and so on. Okay? Now, let's take a look at the notes that surround the group of 2 and the group of 3 black keys. Okay? So, we're going to look at the group of 2 and see the notes that surround the group of 2, okay? And by the way, I just want to mention that we are going to go from left to right, okay? So, starting on our left, directly to the left of our group of 2, the white key here is our C note. Okay, it's right there. Now, just kind of as a little side note, just as the group of 2 and group of 3 black keys repeat themselves across the keyboard, so do the notes that surround them, okay? So for example, we were able to locate our C, right? By going directly to the left of our group of 2. So we found one C here, and we find another C, we just have to locate another group of 2 and find another C here, locate another group of 2, and find another C, and so on. Now, just like the C note, this same rule applies to all of the other notes that surround the group of 2 and the group of 3 black keys. Alright, so now we just finished finding our C note. Now if we go directly to the right of the C and in between our 2 black keys, the next note is our D. Okay, and there it is. That's D. Now if we go to the right of the D and directly to the right of our group of 2 black keys, we find our E. And there's E. Alright, so the notes that surround our group of 2 black keys are C, D, and E. Now let's take a look at the notes that surround our group of 3 black keys. Alright? So if we go, once again, we're going to go from left to right. Okay? So if we go directly to the left of our group of 3, the note that we come across, this white key right here, is our F. There it is. Now if we go to the right of the F, and in between our first and second black key, we come across our G. There's G. If we go to the right of the G, and in between our second and third black key, we come across our A. There's A. And then directly to the right of the group of 3, the last note directly to the right of our group of 3 is our B note. And there it is. All right. Cool. So just a quick recap. Our black keys are grouped in 2s and 3s. The notes that surround our group of 3 are, the notes that surround our group of 2 are C, D, and E. And the notes that surround our group of 3 are F, G, A, and B. All right, so hope you enjoyed. Have fun with that. And I hope you like this presentation. If at any point, by the way, during this series, you're thinking to yourself, you know what? This guy sounds like he knows what he's talking about. And, you know, I could use some one-on-one lessons. I might dip my toe in the water, as it were, as far as one-on-one lessons go. Then just head on over to www.abilitythroughmusic.com. That's www.abilitythroughmusic.com. Fill out the form below for your free introductory lesson, and let's talk. Until then, see you on the flip side.